Good day. Welcome to episode 3 of Ask a Therapist. We got asked yesterday, do you guys actually do counseling? I found that really an interesting question, and hey, yes, that's what we are. We're counselors and psychotherapists. We're life coaches. We're people that specialize in counseling techniques and approaches, and varied and very interesting approaches focusing on interpersonal communications, relationships, family life. I'm a couple and family therapist. My colleague, Dr. Dwayne Kennedy, specializes in education and childhood development. We have a range of areas that we work within and specializations that we're interested in pursuing and helping people with. But yes, overall we are counselors. So one of the questions that we got recently was, how do I deal with workplace stress? Can you help us? Well, workplace stress comes under a range of issues that, from a counseling point of view, relate a lot to our perceptions. To understand our human perception is to understand how our mind works. To understand how our mind works is to work with our mind for a change. There's a double meaning to that phrase. To work with our mind for a change means that we can stop working against ourselves at one level and actually work with ourselves. So we shift the situation and we work with ourselves for a change instead of working against ourselves. The other layer to that meaning is that we actually work towards change. That change itself becomes part of our internal mindset, our way of working in our life. So to understand how to go about that, the first step is really to get this concept that the cognitive mind is made up of what we call the frontal lobes of the brain. The cognitive mind is focused in this region of the brain. What's the purpose and function of the cognitive mind? The frontal lobes is to help focus. And when we focus in, it shifts our perspective. When we're focused in on one thing, it shifts our perspective so that we don't necessarily see the bigger picture around that focus. One of the key ways to help people to de-stress and relax a little bit in relation to their work, their attitude towards their work, their perceptions of their life at work, is to shift this focus a bit. It's to accept the focus of the workplace, but broaden the focus out into what's lying around that in an individual's life. In other words, we've got this popular phrase in everyday life to get a grip, to find a new perspective, to see the bigger picture. Effectively, what that means in stress management is that finding a bigger picture or getting a bird's eye view is literally moving from one part of our cognition to another part of our cognition, that is, to a bigger, more expansive awareness that allows us to see the bigger picture, to actually literally take a bird's eye view from another position or another place. Once you learn that strategy in counseling or psychotherapy or wherever you may learn this strategy, you can apply that in situations of higher stress or of ongoing stress, such as in a workplace where the demands are pretty much daily, and your role in the workplace means managing those demands, as time goes on. And they're always there, and they always continue within that workplace role. Finding that different perspective, even while you're in that role, is the key to maintaining a sense of balance and a sense of empowerment. And there's a very brief but I think useful and effective answer to this question today. What is workplace stress and how can we help with this issue? Thank you. We look forward to your future questions. Have a great day.